against the reef. Wilson, the wood splintered with a crack so loud it felt like my very soul was being torn in two while we clung to each other for dear life. For one heartbeat of pure terror, all I could hear was the roar of the waves and nothing else but our breathing. Then silence fell over us as both pieces drifted into that calm, moonlit water under a sky so vast it felt like God's own porch. Now every time I see those stars sparkle above my head, I remember how lucky we were to survive even just one more night of the deep blue and its secrets. The earth has claimed me as a prisoner in this muddy tomb. Oscar is mocking my plight while these rocks conspire against my very freedom. If a ship sails past and nobody's rescued, did it even happen? Asking for a very stranded friend. Great heavens! The island has finally decided I am its permanent prisoner by pinning me into this frozen dirt like an unlucky beetle. Somewhere out there a kettle is boiling for somebody, and I hope they appreciate it. Talking to myself again. Good news is, I always agree with me. Cursed earth, my very soul is being crushed into the soil like an overripe mango by this wretched trench of dirt and stone. I'd trade this whole ocean view for one hot shower and adore that loss. Daisy, you look absolutely radiant in this sunshine. You are truly my most graceful companion when the sun is high like this year's, be it just some feathers. This stretch of beach sparkles under the noon heat while Kiwi stares at me with eyes as steady as stone. Look, Wilson, even a wolf knows beauty today. Look there, Rocky, that little bird is strutting about like he owns every grain of sand on this glorious shore. Nico, you magnificent beast are staring at me with such intensity it feels like your gaze could melt the very palm trees. Such a regal presence for my morning walk. Look there, Puka, that little lizard is darting through the brush as if he's searching for hidden treasure in these ponds. Tina, you gorgeous feline are stalking those shadows like a tiny queen of the jungle. You're much more graceful than I am toddy mountainside. This settlement is becoming quite a palace under this golden sun while Misha watches my every move with judgment. One day, sailors will marvel at our fortress house. Three rocks, a bit of mud, and sheer spite. That's the secret to island architecture. Bruno, you magnificent little spirit of staring right through this fog like it is nothing but thin lace. Do you have some secrets for me today? Made a tower so tall I can almost see my old life from up here. Almost. The fog is so thick today that my mind drifts back years ago when I used to stand before a kitchen door at dawn. Back then, the only thing waiting for me was the sharp hiss of steam from an old copper kettle and the smell of toasted bread filling every corner. It feels like another life now, far away across these crashing waves where someone's voice would call my name just to tell me breakfast was ready. Sometimes I close my eyes and try to find that kitchen in this mist, but all I hear is the surf hitting the reef. The golden grass ripples like a sea of wheat under these rays while Ziggy watches us with such judgmental intensity it's almost comical. Look at him go, Wilson. That perfectly round pebble on the North Beach is still driving me mad when I think about its origin under that thick morning mist. It was so smooth and alien to these jagged rocks that for 2 weeks, I convinced myself it had fallen from a passing ship or perhaps even some celestial hand's palm. Lit the whole town tonight. From above it almost looks like somebody lives here. Somebody does. It's me. Golden rays are dancing across these jagged rocks like sparks from an anvil while the tropical air tastes of salt and blooming hibiscus tade amarillo. This island hands me sunsets for free and charges me everything in company. Look at that magnificent bird, Coco. You're flapping your wings against this gray rain like a tiny feathered hero defying the storm clouds. I could build us a sturdy lean-to using these logs as an anchor, Wilson. It's simple geometry to keep out the rain when this fog turns heavy. Hey there, Misha. You are weaving through these thick mists like a ghost to the shoreline tonight while I try to find my way home. Goodness above, look at that majestic bird soaring despite such blinding white mist. You're quite the brave pilot in this fog today. Those two foxes are tumbling through the grass like chaotic tumbleweeds under these stars. They have more energy than I do after a day of hauling logs.